Hey everybody, um, Chuck Morris here. I had to think about that for a second. Um, I just wanted to share a word with y'all um, out of Romans. It's chapter 6, verses 15 through 21, and this is the Message Remix version. So if it sounds completely totally different, I wish it would not make that noise when people log on. But it's going to sound completely different than like NIV, King James Version, and that kind of stuff. But I love it. It's a good verse, good translation. It says, so since we're out from under the old, blah, 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 blah. So since we're out from under the old tyranny, does that mean we can live any old way we want? Since we're free in the freedom of God, can we do anything that comes to mind? Hardly. You know well enough from your own experience that there are some acts of so-called freedom that destroy freedom. Offer yourselves to sin, for instance, and it's your last free act. But offer yourselves to the way of God, the ways of God, and the freedom never quits. All your lives you've let sin tell you what to do, but thank God you've started listening to a new master, one whose commands set you free to live openly in his freedom. I'm using this freedom language because it's easy to picture. You can readily recall, can't you, how at one time the more you did just what you felt like doing, not caring about others, not caring about God, the worse your life became and the less freedom you had. And how much different is it now that you live in God's freedom, your lives healed and expansive in holiness? As long as you did what you felt like doing, ignoring God, you didn't have to bother with right thinking or right living or right anything for that matter. But do you call that a free life? What did you get out of it? Nothing you're proud of now. Where did it get you? A dead end. Um, I've just been seeing a lot of um, just opposition from the enemy in my own life and in a lot of the lives uh, of you guys going on the world race, like on my squad, and seeing it in some like other blogs from different squads. Just really um, just a tough time, really, with comprehending, understanding that true freedom, and a lot of others out there, Christians, and non-Christians, are just dissing us left and right, talking about our old lives and how there's no possible way we could be living as missionaries in foreign countries or anywhere for that matter, um, because of the way we used to live our lives. Um, but I want you all to know that God has called you. God has called every single person on the face of this earth to ministry, but it's because of free will. Some of us choose to follow that. Some of us don't choose to follow that, or choose not to follow that. I guess I should say. Um, but I just want to encourage y'all to put aside your old self, put aside your old qualities, and just be secure in the new you. Um, who gives a crap what you did in the past? That stuff's in the past. There's no looking back at that, because we're not turning into pillars of salt. That the old sinful self has been destroyed. Thanks be to Jesus down on the cross for us, and we can step into the new self and let go of all that crap. God's taken this garbage and turning it into His glory. So leave it all behind and move forward, because God has a perfect path laid out for you already, and you just need to be put back on that path if you've kind of strayed from it. Um, but just be encouraged. Know that you are a chosen child of God, and that you're chosen to minister to the nations, our nation, our families, our friends, in nations outside of our regular, normal, everyday reach. So go for it. Do the things that God's called you to do. Be proud of who you are, and let go of who you used to be. I love you all, and I hope you all have a great rest of the weekend, and look forward to serving in the mission field with all of you. Have a great one.